Dojan! Today we are in Akihabara looking for some Pokemon cards. And I got a theory. The theory is that the closer a store is to the entrance, the ground level, they can have neutral stuff. But if you gotta climb up a staircase, go up a narrow hallway, go through the most weirdest alley ever, you're gonna find some good Pokemon cards, and we're gonna find the gems. So first up, we've got a store that is right by the station. Every time I walk past the shop, it's the wow factor. It's crazy, it's mental, and it's already packed out. People are here, people are getting the deals, but the thing is, look at this, you just walk in, there's there. Do we think there's gonna be deals? There might be, there could be. If this store was through a narrow Indiana Jones rope and I had to go across lava, would there be better deals? More than likely. We're still gonna check it out. Holy... yeah, damn. If it hurt to look with eyes because of how much these would cost, I don't even know where to begin. Literally just one of these cards is a big deal. And there's just so many in one cabinet. Actually crazy. We're also here for One Piece, and obviously home of Japan, One Piece is going to be everywhere. It's going to be popular, there's going to be some insanely rare cards, and I'm all for it. This particular store is all like graded cards, which is good for some, bad for others. Me personally, I like having my cards in a binder. Oh my gosh, it's the Chinese exclusives! But they're graded! I can't do anything with that. Goodness me, this is the first store. Remember what I said about the stinking staircases? Something tells me that this is going to be pretty good, alright? So let's see what we got in. I think we got Prime. In a case that has like 50,000 Charizards, honestly, this Squirtle is fantastic, and it's a McDonald's promo. Is it worth that much? Got no idea. Is it cute? 100%. Gosh, there's something about just going through 18 different cabinets that are stacked with cards that is just so much fun. Those are sick. And this Love Disc promo? I don't think I've ever seen that before. I am a sucker for these old school cards, especially the e-readers. What happened, Psyduck? Fell over. That's not even a Ven in there, that's just a disgrace. Although my preference is to collect a lot more of the retro cards just because I think their designs are a little bit cooler for what I collect. Some of these are really nice, especially this like Studio Ghibli Golurk. That looks, I don't know, I think it's really cool. Alrighty, it's staircase time, which means hopefully another good card shop. They really make you work for it. I think they love it. Wow. This is insane. Oh my goodness. This is literally paradise. They've got tons of stack cards here. So in terms of the prices of what I was saying earlier, something like this, for example, you'd probably be able to find at a different store for 300 yen. But in terms of having this much of a variety on the wall to be able to look at instead of in a box, instead of, you know, tucked away in a corner and you've got to do the work for it, I don't mind paying a little bit extra if it's going to be this easy. And honestly, this is probably the most amount of like old school holo retro cards that I've seen in one place. But then they've also got a whole bunch of places for like the newer cards, which is really nice. This is very impressive. I've never been in before. And then they got cute little logos at the very top there with the Pokemon with the colors. That's super cute. I'm also a big fan of these old school stickers, because if you have like a favorite Pokemon, you could find some really bizarre products that you never knew existed that you might want to add to the collection. I think it's a great idea. So Akihabara is basically where you go for all types of nerd related stuff. If you want to be able to get Pokemon cards, everything from One Piece to video games, retro goods, plush toys, everything in that district is going to be found in Akihabara. In terms of pricing, I would say that it's a little bit a cut above what would be normal, and that's just because there's so much going on here. Instead of walking 10 minutes to the next card shop or catching the train to one store that might be $2 cheaper, you have store stack after stack after stack. You'll have 5 stores on top of each other that you can just access back. So if you want to do all your card shopping just in terms of convenience and have everything available and have the most options, Akihabara is probably the place to be. There's another store which is a little bit more premium. I was just thinking, who's the screaming lady? It's the anime girl, so thank you very much for interrupting the VOD. Now let's see what we got in here. The fact that these guys just have so many of the shining cards just sitting on the very first shelf is insane. Why the heck is this Machamp and All-Star such a big deal? This is a cartoon drawing, which is like $1,000. That's really nice. Gengar galore, Blastoise galore, Umbreon, Paradise. Oh my gosh. And they've got all the shining cards. Gosh, these are so cool. The showers at the back, the Entei. Man, this is insane. And then, just on this one side of the store, the e-readers. Man. What is wrong with him? It's a promo? Then we've got some really mid-looking Yu-Gi-Oh card for the most amount of money I've probably ever seen. What the heck is the deal with this? This is absolute Charizard heaven. If you like Charizard, then this is the Charizard place for you. They've got all the Charizards. Charizard. Now I think this store is a little bit overpriced, but so far they've got some really cool cards which have been actually on my collection list. This Coughing is on my list, and so is this. You can't see it all. It's a Machoke carrying a Chansey. What is going? What are these cards? These are all fantastically bad that I love them. Never seen this wild me card. That's adorable. Technically a Pikachu card, but yeah, sure. No freaking way. There he is, I've been after this card, but it's so overpriced. Behind me here we have Mandarake, which is one of my favorite chain stores around Japan. They specialize in all types of retro figures, games, cards, anything and everything, plush toys. And this store is so big, it goes to the very, very top and it's packed out. It's not just that, it's also the store across the road as well. So just in case this wasn't overwhelming, that's there as well. And this is the location here in Akihabara. They've got some all the way across Japan and they're one of my favorite stores. I can already see the cards. Straight away, not even inside the store, we've got a whole bunch of plush toys, a whole bunch of display cards from different animes. Animal Crossing, don't know what that's there for, but big fan. Whole lot more plush toys. Now, these are really reasonable prices. Mandarake is very, very well priced. I picked up some great plush toys for only about $5 last time I was here. And here comes the cards, which as you can tell, oh my goodness, we're gonna be here for a far while because there's a lot going on here. Goodness me. This is the first level. There's 9 levels, and then there's a second store. So it's gonna be. These are unbelievable. Berserk cards are impossible to find, and we've got a ton. So on the second level of that store, I was just outside of Mandarake. It's a good thing I can now read Japanese because in the midst of these thousands of binders, I found the Pokemon cards. So we're going to go through these and fingers crossed for a deal. Let's dig in. So I just came out of the Mandarake store and I got some really cool cards here. We've got a Dobru, which is a Smeagol. I think that's really cute. We've got some absolute spiral action going on there. That was 200 yen. Then this Jinx is really interesting. Apparently it's banned. I'm not too sure why. And then I found some listings for like 7,000 yen or 8,000 yen. I paid, you can't see it, I paid 400 yen. And from what I could see, it's pretty rare. I just thought it was funny, but yeah, nice good store, Mandarake. Up the random staircase we go. What are we gonna find? Nobody knows. Staircase number 16. Let's go. I've never seen a clone Charizard. That's sick. I like that a lot. Now, obviously, we're inside a card shop. The distance to go from one card shop to the other is 2 steps. It's one door. And these stairs are... I'm tripping. This is like a ladder. This isn't a staircase. What are they talking about? Blood. And then there's a massage. You can get a quick little massage. What the... So I found a dedicated Yu-Gi-Oh store. And because it's all Yu-Gi-Oh, they've got like hieroglyphics and literally like tomb walls coming out all around the store. I think that's absolutely sick. I saw this card for the very first time. It's got like the Japanese wave with the blue eyes white dragon and the print stabled. I think that is sick. Okay, seriously, I'm all for a good Pokemon card deal. This is the most vertical staircase I've ever seen in my life. This is literally a ladder. Like, get a cheap card, but like risk breaking a leg on the way down. That's ridiculous. So I found this bulk tub here, and I found all these artworks that like line up when you put them side by side. These have got the temple, these are both in the ring, Illumin's Volbeat in the background, these ones are training by the moon. These just look funny. Really, really interesting. I don't know what set these are from, but these are 30 yen each, so we're gonna stock up. We've got a collector's shop here with a fat Pikachu and a secret second store on the second floor. So let's see where we go. Okay, these are a lot of plush toys from a lot of exclusive Pokemon centers. Holy! I've not seen this many in one place. I thought we were here for cards. Never mind. This is literally like a Pikachu heaven right in here. Like everything's brand new and sealed. They've got the Anaheim Kairiki. That's nuts. They got the Ursaring hat. They got the Pikachu. I don't even know what these are from. These might be from the World Championships. They got the Shibuya exclusive, which I was given for free. Thanks, Amy. Really appreciate it. Back to the cards, man. We got cards. Okay, there's like 6 cards in the whole store. That was really... They got the boogie board. What is going on here? So I just finished climbing a 6-story floor, and I bought a 30-cent Fampi. Never seen it before. Why not? Bit of a fun find. And now I'm hungry because I've been literally looking at Pokemon cards in Akihabara all day. And I'm tired, so we're gonna find some food. So far we've got a couple of never seen us. What's this discoloured shiny Chansey? And then we've got whatever Play-Doh art is that. Man, we got a lot to unpack here. This is up the big ass staircase. I'm starting to think the higher the staircase into heaven, you'll find the cards you're looking for. Got a bunch of really nice retro cards here. Whole bunch of holos from the old school ones. Now I hate to say it, please, but why does this look like some 6'7" Machamp? What the heck is he doing? Literally every single e-reader card I'm finding in Japan is like $20 plus. I might be confused, I might be wrong, but I literally have seen this card for like $4 at a booth in Sydney. And then I come to Japan and it's way more. So, what the... This is stupid, what's he doing? Okay, for a split second I thought these were children with like beers and they're like saying cheers. They're not. It's like a book. What is this? Found a nice little cabinet here with a few bits and pieces. I've discovered the worst / best card, ladies and gentlemen. I present whatever this monster... What is happening here? It's a really bad Weeping Bell with a really bad Poliwhirl. What are they doing? Torikae Kopuru. That doesn't make any sense. It's $180. Why is this $180? Someone help, please! This is nice. We got some packs. We got some different stuff. how big is this Snorlax? This is giant. Kabigon. These are hilarious. That might be a get. That's fantastic. A hint if it's going to be a really good store is if you're in an alleyway with a cardboard box in front of you. Highly recommend. I'm not going to lie, I still think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is absolutely sick. And I look at so many of these cards and I just want to get back into it. Because these are actually sick. But I'm collecting too many things, but I think that's a good and bad thing. It's good that I've got so many passions, but it's bad that I'm so invested in so many different cards from so many different sets. But it makes for a fun adventure. What the heck is this? Joey! Far out, Joey! Far out, Joey! I gotta admit, actually a cool card. I was up just before the sun came up, and now the sun has come down. I've done a full day of goods shopping, Pokemon cards, everything else like that. It's been a blast, and I am tired, but honestly, Akihabara is so nice to walk through and breeze through, because coming from Australia, you know, we don't have many card shops. If anything, we have 3 in the city, and it's like, oh, you want to do card shops, and it's like a 10-minute thing and it's over, whereas like here, there's 200 card shops, there's 200 animation figures and stores and so much more. So it's funny to think people live around the corner and it's like, oh, it's 7 p.m. What do I do? It's like I could do 90 different things. So it's just very funny, the lifestyle over here. But at the same time, I think you would take it for advantage. You'd appreciate it less. Like we go to a card store, it's like, oh my gosh, in Australia. Whereas, you know, over here, there's just so much going on. It would just be the norm. If anything, you'd be disappointed wherever else you go. So I might do a little bit more shopping, but I think that's going to be a wrap pretty soon. But Akihabara is always a joy, and to think that I've spent the entire day in one area and there's still so much for me to explore and see is just insane. And this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. You'll have like a 9-story building, and then on 5 different stalls there's different TCGs and different card shops to visit within this 5-meter block. So just goes to show there's so many card stores out there, places to see. And we're at 7-Eleven. We're gonna get some snacks. It's the end of the day. That's just how it goes. This is absolute peak right here. I'm not fully up to date yet. I don't know what's going on in this cover, but it looks far out Mad Dog as, and I can't wait to keep reading it. Dude, they got all the characters on here. So I found this really cute packaging on these Royal Milk Teas, which has different characters on the front of it. So based on that, I'm getting Tuxedo Sam, and I'm also picking up a copy of the latest Kingdom chapter. So you just never know what you're going to find in Japan at a convenience store. It's always interesting.